SR93 Boxing, I'm back with a quick video. Eddie Hearn says that he wants Kell Brook to move up and fight someone at 154. Whereas, according to him, Kell Brook wants to stay at 147 and not give up his title. Now, it's understandable. Kell Brook is a big guy for the weight. And, I understand that. But at the same time, you have to understand something else. That Kell Brook was always a big guy for the weight. And when he fought, I think, maybe I'm wrong, maybe Carson Jones, God knows who the fuck he fought, like, above 140. He fought above 147 before. And I think it was like a catch weight. So Kell Brook was always a big guy, but he tried to stay at 147. And finally got a title. He doesn't want to give up the title. The problem is, he all of a sudden wants to move up when he's pressured to fight a fighter that's like has a lot of hype on him, that people think could beat Kell Brook. I'm not saying that Kell Brook would lose necessarily. I don't even know who's gonna. I have to predict that fight, to be honest. Yeah. And Eddie Hearn, all of a sudden, look, Eddie Hearn's the manager. He's the promoter. He's been a promoter since, I believe, 2011, and since 2011. It was 2011, 12, 13, 14. So that's basically 11, 12, 13. For 3 to 4 years, it took for him to fight Sean Porter. And to be honest, Sean Porter, it wasn't really a risk-taking fight, considering that, it was a bit of a risk-taking fight because Kell Brook was undefeated. But Sean Porter was the A side in the sense that he's known more. He is the world champion. Kell Brook was pretty much a nobody at the time. So when he beat Sean Porter, after that, you'd expect him to take risks, and he hasn't. And there's many YouTube boxing channels as well as fighters that say as soon as Errol Spence becomes mandatory, this guy will avoid. And a lot of people even said this guy might move up. I think 78 Sports said that, and I actually believed it. I was like, what? Yeah, this guy probably would. And next thing you know, he moved up to Golovkin. Then, which was a good fight. He fought Golovkin, which was a surprise. But then, what else? Why is he all of a sudden want to move up now? Is it because of Errol Spence? I used to believe, a lot of other people used to believe that it's because of Errol Spence, he will move up. And all of a sudden, he is moving up. So that, technically, obviously, I'll be thinking that my doubts on Kell Brook not trying to challenge himself is true. It became true. That's how I'd see it, right? And the reason why I'm saying it like this is because I want you to understand my opinion of why I talk about Kell Brook the way I talk about him. Kell Brook all of a sudden wants to move up to 154. He never wanted to move up to 154 before. This apparently Eddie Hearn goes, he could fight Miguel Cotto. Cotto's looking for a big fight. Kell Brook would be a great fight, 50-55, this and that. But see, Kell Brook has a problem as well. If he moves up, and if Miguel Cotto's cherry picking a little bit as well, but if Miguel Cotto takes that fight, it would definitely not be in the UK. I'm fairly sure, unless he gets paid a big lump sum, and I don't think he's gonna get that. It'd be a big fight in the UK if Miguel Cotto fought Kell Brook. But see, like, Miguel Cotto's not gonna be willing to go to Kell Brook when he's the A side, when he hasn't got much left. Even if the money was big, how much bigger can it be? He fought Floyd Mayweather, he fought Manny Pacquiao, he fought Canelo. He has big paydays, and I don't think Kell Brook offers anything else. And if Miguel Cotto's the A side in every single way, pretty much every single way, there's like bigger name, more accomplished. Every single way you look at it, bigger paydays as well. So for Kell Brook is technically the B side, and if Miguel Cotto wants to fight Kell Brook, it probably has to be in the US. But see, the problem with this is obviously, everyone's looking for money, right? Which is fine, because at the end of the day, it's a business, and business is about making money. But the thing is, Kell Brook can't really generate a lot outside the UK, and that's really his fault. Him, Eddie Hearn, whoever you want to blame, that's their fault. Because Kell Brook could have fought in the US, could have fought. He wants to make fight in the UK only, and that's the only place where he makes big paydays. Decent paydays, right? So The Miguel Cotto fight probably won't happen. And I doubt he's gonna get if doesn't get the Miguel Cotto fight. Kell Brook will try, and what he's gonna try and do is get a decent fight. He team Brook basically. He's gonna try and get some decent fight at 154. Somehow avoid Errol Spence. I mean, the Errol Spence fight can happen because the reason why Errol Spence fight will happen, if it does happen, is because if he moves, America made it clear, if he moves up to 154, the fight will never happen. He said that. And if Kell Brook vacates, and let's say even if he wants to fight America at 147, he's okay with it. If he moves up to whatever weight division he wants to move up to, and then America says, okay, we can make the fight happen, it will be. And if he agrees to 147, the problem is he doesn't have a title no more, right? He wouldn't have a title then. So when it comes to negotiations, he has no little to no power. Because keep in mind, the only thing that keeps Kell Brook relevant is the title. If take away the title from Kell Brook, he has nothing. Because the reason is because he hasn't filled up. He hasn't kind of built on a wealth of. He hasn't got a good resume. I don't want to make a smart way of saying it, but he doesn't have a good resume at all. So that's the reason why I believe the Errol Spence fight might happen, because Kell Brook will be like, okay, for the American fight to happen, I have to stay in this division. I have to still hold the title. And I'm going to take this chance and do what I can do. So that's the reason why I feel like the Errol Spence fight will happen, if it does happen. Other than that, Kell Brook's looking to keep that belt without fighting Errol Spence. And he's going to try and see if he can move up to some other weight division and go down for American. Or preferably go up, maybe. But see, it's Kell Brook's. Kell Brook could have been the A side a long time ago. He was in the welterweight division for a long time. He could have fought a lot of fighters. He could have been a bigger name than American. Why wasn't he? He could have. That was on him, and he still can become a bigger name if he fights big names. If he fights if he goes on to fight Miguel Cotto and keeps fighting top fighters, then okay, I'll give him the benefit of doubt. That okay, he's now turned into this fucking good fighter hunter instead of a bum hunter. But yeah, that's really what I think of him, man. I think Kell Brook's trying to avoid him. If he's probably looking to fight Errol Spence. He's thinking about it. The purse bit's apparently on February. Actually, it went. It's today, right? No, yesterday. Yesterday was Thursday, February 22nd. Or was it 6th February? I can't even remember, to be honest. Or was it 7th February? No one knows. I don't know, actually. But either way, yeah, I guess I made everything clear. I don't want to keep going on rambling about shit that I don't really care about. So yeah, I'm SR93 Boxing. I'm out.